Welcome back, I'm Ron the Cook. Today's another cheap, easy, and quick meal. We're doing fajitas. Who doesn't like fajitas? Best part about a fajita is it's very much like a taco. You can put anything you want into it, for the most part. Today, I'm using sirloin flat meat. The average price of flank steak right now is about $12 a pound, while sirloin flat meat is $5.99 a pound. So it's a huge difference, especially when you're trying to watch your pocketbook. I'm gonna pair this beautiful meat with some rice. Rice is an excellent source of nutrition, and it's a cheap, filling carb you can have. All right, so here's our flat meat. So it comes in, all these different pieces. A piece like this is silver skin, you want to trim off. We're just gonna roll it over and cut into nice, long strands, nice and thin. It's low fat, and there's a little bit of silver skin on it, but for the price, you cannot beat this. And now for our marinade. Right here, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano, 3 tablespoons of salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon baking soda. I'll explain that in a second. So let's get that in. Now we gotta add in 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce and 3 tablespoons of oil. Give that a mix. It's gonna be a nice little paste. Now let's dump our meat in and give this a nice mix. Make sure you really get in there. Rub that mixture in. There we go. I'll set this aside and let it marinate for at least 30 minutes. Baking soda is gonna help break down the tissue of the meat and make it more tender, which is used on a lot of stir fries when you're using tough, cheap cuts of meat. It is perfect for this application because it is essentially a stir fry. So while that marinates, we're gonna get all of our vegetables together and get our rice going. And by the time our rice is done, the meat will be ready to be cooked, and then we've got fajitas. Got my pot here, we're gonna heat it up to 350 degrees or about a medium high. Don't worry, we're not cooking our rice in this, just use a rice cooker. We're gonna put 3 tablespoons of avocado oil or whatever oil you like to cook with. So for our seasoning here, we're gonna put in 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Dump that in. We'll be toasting all of our spices real quick. Since we're using ground, all those oils are gonna be released almost instantaneously. Now we're gonna add in 2 cups of rinsed rice. Give that a stir. We're trying to get some toast on our rice here. Now we're gonna add in 6 ounces of crushed tomato sauce. Now we're gonna let this cook just for 1 minute, then kill the heat. Now transfer your rice directly into your rice cooker. I'm using a long grain rice, so it's about 1.5 parts liquid to 1 part rice. Meat's marinating, rice is cooking. Now for our veg. Got 3 bell peppers here. Just gonna cut the bottoms off. The highest point of your bell pepper, slice straight down, and you will miss the seeds every single time. Then you can just follow it around. Also helps get rid of some of these veins. Then we're just gonna make nice long slices. We're gonna add in 1 jalapeno, sliced very thin into rounds. Next up, a nice big yellow onion. Cut the top off, cut the bottom off. Now just follow the curvature of your onion across. Now last but not least, garlic. We got 8 cloves of garlic here. Give it a smash. Cut across, turn it a little bit. Give it once or twice across. We don't want it fully minced. We just want a small chop. Our rice is almost fully cooked, so let's get our vegetables in our pan and get our meat cooked. We're gonna turn our pan up to a medium high, wait for it to hit temp. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons of oil and just dump in our veg. Do not add the garlic yet. Right when your veg starts cooking, hit it with a pinch of salt. It's gonna help draw out some of that moisture and caramelize everything. Give it a toss. Hit with another big pinch. You can see all of our veg starting to soften, getting a little bit of color on it. Don't cook your veg down to a complete mush. You want a little bit of crunch when you bite into your fajitas. Okay, our onions have all become translucent. We're getting just a touch of color on everything, which is nice. Here, garlic, we're gonna throw that in. Give that a good toss. Now turn off your heat. You're just gonna let this sit and slowly cool down within the pan to help cook that garlic. We don't want to get any caramelization on it, we just want it to be cooked all the way through. Last but not least, let's get our meat going. Now traditionally I would love to do this over a grill, but I don't have a grill handy right now, and I figure that most people are cooking in a home kitchen. So we're gonna do this in a nice hot pan. I'm gonna turn our pan up to 400 degrees. Here with a couple tablespoons of oil. Right, we're up to temp. Let's just drop our meat in. Don't crowd your pan, so you don't need to put all of it in at one time. Right when you start to see a little color form, give it a toss. Right when your meat is completely brown, that's about the moment it's done. Oh yeah. Okay, may have made it a little too big, but you know what? Whatever. The meat is incredibly tender. You're getting a good amount of spice from the peppers, from that jalapeno. The meat is incredibly tender, and you get the cumin and the chili, getting all the sweetness from the peppers, and the tomatoes we put in with our rice give it that special like umami flavor that really round out the entire dish. And of course, at the end, we're getting that nice bite of raw garlic. And you can garnish these however you want. A little bit of sour cream, maybe some cheese, a little bit of cilantro, even put some hot sauce on it, whatever you want. But as the recipe stands right now, this recipe stands at $22 for the entire thing. And it makes between 4 and 6 portions, depending on how big of a fajita you're gonna make. So if we go with 5 individual fajitas, the total cost comes out to $4.40 per portion, which is a great savings. And with the cost of groceries going up every single week, we need to save every penny we can. If you want to check out the rest of my cheap, easy, and quick dishes for Meal Prep Mondays, click right there. Until next time, I'm Ron the Cook.